Hey YouTube, Mochismo Eugene. Another video, exit strategy. I was looking in my son's room. Just periodically I go in my daughter's and my son's room just to see if it needs cleaning. I don't poke around, but they are aware. I hate when I cut my head off, but not a big deal. That's better. I hate it at this angle, but it's only going to be like a 7-minute, maybe 5-minute video. I was in my son's room and I was just looking out at the weather, preparation to go outside and do some things. And I saw a piece of paper he had laying on his desk where he does his homework at, and it says theory. He's only 13. Just turned 13. They're twins. They turned 13 December 28th. But very intelligent kids. You'll be amazed when you read what your child writes. You get a better understanding of what their thought processes are. And I've said before from the beginning, when I woke up from narcissistic abuse, attempted narcissistic abuse, I guess I was affected in some way. Yeah, sure I was. But it was very short-lived. Probably, we'd say a year if you're including the dating process. But unfortunately, I married her, and 7 months later, God awoken me to the bullshit. And so he didn't just awaken me to the bullshit, he awakened me to what exactly I was dealing with. And he gave it the name that it so richly deserves. And shout outs to a couple I met at the local convenience store. I gave him my YouTube channel, and we talked for quite a while, and we talked about this subject. Not many people you meet you can talk to about this stuff, but neither here nor there. Now here we go. It says theory. Bear with me, guys. It says, I do not believe time travel is real. In the scenario that I did here is my theory. People say time travel isn't real because if it were, we would have traveled back in time to this point. That is a valid point, but what if it wasn't that simple? For example, picture a line, a timeline. Now picture every time a person travels in time, it creates a new one, meaning a new line. And the original timeline is still there because instead of that timeline being affected by time travel, it just makes a new one. Example on the back. I'm sure you guys followed exactly what he just said. That's pretty straightforward, not complicated. And he also, this is his example. Also, the reason I don't believe in time travel is because I believe in God. The whole thing about the Bible and Christianity is that you make bad, evil choices, then you go to hell. If you make good ones, you go to heaven. But if time travel was real, that means everything is already set in stone. If everything is set in stone, that means you don't make choices, and your choices don't dictate where you go when you die. So yeah. And he said, beginning of time, normal time. Okay, this is this graph where he says normal timeline when someone time travels, beginning of time. And I didn't dissect that per se, but he outlines what he's talking about, how he came to his conclusion on this. Now at 13 years old, bear with me guys, for all you guys who are not Christian, you don't embrace Christian precepts. I've talked to some people that say they do believe in the Bible, and some say they do believe in some of the Bible, but not all of the Bible. respects to everyone and anyone who believes or doesn't believe. Just for me and my family, we embrace the ideal and the principles because we don't have any other reason to doubt it, because there is just wholesome, solid living for life. And I was brought up in the Bible. Now here's the twist, if there's such a thing as a twist. I don't do church. I don't follow in man's dictate of how the Bible is appropriated in your life. Meaning all the mechanical mumbo jumbo, as opposed to letting the Spirit living in you flow as God allows it to flow in you. Do things as the Spirit leads you to do them. This is not the case with me 100% of the time, unfortunately. But that's what I strive for on a daily basis, to be that guy that God has determined. This is who you are. I need you to walk in your purpose. I'm discovering myself as it pertains to the book, and that is I'm okay with that. So I just want to clear that up with everyone. But if you are running away from that book, you have your reasons, and you might have been deceived by family members. Now that you're an adult, you may despise it because of all the approaches that adults have put on people when they, try to minister it to you. It's kind of like they hold you down and give you a bunch of shots and expect you to not resist. That's how some people, appropriate the Bible. But my point is, give it a chance. Give the book a chance. Now that you're an adult, you can make your own solid decisions, just like the decisions you made to walk away from the book. Make a conscious decision to look back into that book. I guarantee you, you will find every answer that you ever wanted in that book, including why people that we love that are so close to us die. And you may say, Cal, where would you find that at? I would encourage you to look for yourself, because God will visit you, is what I'm trying to get at. He'll visit you in your time of need when you least expect it. I'm living proof of that. But this is something, man, I got choked up when I read it the first time, and I was hoping I could hold it together. But this is even though children tend to embrace what their parents embrace, and once they become adults, you really find out it becomes a testing time for them, and they won't always do what you thought they did when they were under your realm, because they have to go out and walk it out in life. So my kids are, they're awesome kids. I love them to death because I don't dote on my children like they can do no wrong. But I also give my children credit where credit is richly deserved. Is because they are very humble kids. My daughter, she's the firecracker, almost like her dad. But end of the day, they are very respectable children. They are respectable to other adults, in my sight and out of my sight, and that's huge in this day and time. And so just wanted to share that letter with you guys, man, because if you're not talking to your kids about narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, these are the main two things that I think you should equip your kids with in the practical sense of education. Educating them on how behaviors in life work, and on a biblical standpoint, you need to educate them as to how this evil is defined in the Bible. It won't say narcissism. It won't say borderline personality disorder. But once you approach them practically with these terms and you share this information with them, then if you're the guy or the girl like me, you embrace biblical precepts, you will apply the Bible, and everything will sort of go hand in hand. And it'll make your life a lot easier, a lot more healthier, happier, holier, and you'll be at peace for sure. Bless.